Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will see the relation between the coefficients and roots of the given polynomial. Let us go to the video. Thank you. Before going to the relation to find the relation between coefficients and roots, we will learn some notations. So let us take if the given quadratic polynomial is a equation is a quadratic equation, then what are the roots for this? Alpha comma beta is the roots, correct, are the roots. Then we know that sum of the roots, that we know the formula minus b by a. I'm not saying the formula now. Let alpha plus beta is equal to consider s1, and product of the roots as alpha beta is equal to s2. Let us consider. Okay, now let us take cubic equation as, that is, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, something, any equation. This is a cubic equation. This is quadratic equation. If the quadratic equation, so generally if it is a quadratic, means how many roots it will have? Alpha, beta, gamma. Then again, let us consider the relations alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is sum of the individual roots of this cubic. Let us consider it as S1. And if you take the, here only two roots we have, that means product of the roots alpha beta. Here we have three roots. So S1 indicates separate single roots sum. Okay, now S2 indicates take pair of roots and multiply them, then add them. That is alpha beta, next alpha gamma plus beta gamma. So, or you may say that alpha, for convenient purpose, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. Let us consider it as S2. S2. And finally, the product of three roots, that is alpha, beta, gamma, consider it as S3. Next, in the same way, if the given equation is fourth degree equation, that means fourth order or fourth degree equation. That means how many roots it will have? Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Let us consider. You may write alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4, like that also we can write. So if it is the case, then what is S1? Alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to S1. If the four are the roots of the equation. Next, S2 means pairwise we have to take. That is alpha beta plus alpha gamma. Start with alpha, alpha beta, alpha gamma, alpha delta. This is one combination, right? Sorry, alpha delta, alpha delta plus. Next, start with beta, that is beta gamma plus beta delta. So start with beta, two terms are over. Next, start with gamma, that is gamma delta. Suppose if you start with delta, delta alpha, that is alpha delta, is over again. So no need to, this is the end of the terms. That is, consider it as S2. S2. So 2 means what? Pairwise, to take two roots. Next, let us consider three roots, product of three roots, that is pairwise. So alpha, beta, gamma, this is one combination, plus alpha, gamma, delta, this is one combination, and alpha, beta, delta. Actually, if you write initially this, that should be good. Alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta, delta, alpha, gamma, delta. Next, start with beta, that is beta, gamma, delta. Next, beta, delta, alpha, beta, delta, alpha, that is beta, delta, alpha. I think this is the end for this beta, delta, alpha. Oh, already it is there, so no need to write. Yeah, I think this 4 is enough. Let us consider this as S3. So if you write S3, you will get the sum of a sum like this. Next, if you consider S4, that means alpha, beta, gamma, delta. This you can consider as S4. So based on the equation, suppose if it contains 5 roots, so you will get S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. 6 roots: S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6. Like that, the sum of the roots can be denoted with S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, like this. If the degree, if the equation is nth degree equation, that means how many roots it will have? N roots, that is alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, and so on, alpha n. Let us consider. Then obviously sum of single roots, that is nothing but alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus and so on, is equal to S1, you can write. So this is generalized. This is for quadratic, 2 roots. This is for cubic. This is for fourth roots, fourth degree. If it is nth roots, that means if it contains, if it have n roots, so generalizing we are writing. Next, pairwise, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 1, alpha 3, and so on. You will get some term, that is S2. Next, in the same way, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, and so, plus alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 4, plus and so on, like this, S3. The same way, keep on going. The product of roots alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, and so on, alpha n. This is product of the roots is equal to some Sn. So these are the notations: S1, S2, S3. So if it is cubic quadratic, you will get only S1, S2. If it is cubic, S1, S2, S3. It is a fourth degree, S1, S2, S3, S4. So if it is in nth degree, S1, S2, S3, and so on, Sn. The terms will come. You have to understand the what do you mean by S3, what do you mean by S4. Like this, we need to understand. So clearly, once again, S1 means single roots addition, whether it is quadratic or cubic or fourth degree or nth degree. S2 means two roots we have to take as pair and product them and find the sum of all the like pairs. S3 means taking three roots at a time. S4 means taking all the roots. If it is a fourth degree means 4 roots you have to take, like this. Yes. To find the relation between roots and coefficients in any polynomial, that may be quadratic, cubic, nth degree, whatever. So for that, let us consider as we know that ax square, so let us consider ax square plus bx plus c. So can we write it as 0? Take out a common, that is divide with m, that is x square plus b by ax plus c by a. Now can we write it as x minus alpha into x minus beta, as we have discussed earlier, by removing leading coefficient. Now if you multiply this, what we will get? X square minus of alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, correct? Now consider this as x square plus p1x plus p2. Okay, now clearly, in just now we learned that alpha plus beta in quadratic equation, alpha plus beta means what? S1. Can we write S1? S1 x plus alpha beta is S2. So if you compare or if you equate these two relations, these two equations, so from these can we write P1 is equal to minus S1. P1 is equal to minus S1. That implies S1 is equal to minus P1, correct? And S1 is nothing but what? Alpha plus beta. And P2 is equal to S2, correct? That means S2 is equal to P2. So S1 is equal to minus P1 and S2 is equal to P2. So here S1 is nothing but what? Alpha plus beta. For example, x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the relation. Let us consider. So compare with x square plus p1x plus p2 is equal to 0. So what is S1 here? S1 is nothing but what? Alpha plus beta. So S1 is equal to, directly I can write it as minus P1. P1 is equal to 5. But we need minus 5 minus P1, that is minus 5. S2 will be what? Simply this is 6. S1 is equal to minus 5. S2 is equal to 6. So in the same way, let us consider a cubic equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. This we can write it as basically a into x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma. We can write this. So for that, let us take anyway, if is equal to 0 means a you can remove. In the previous video, we have seen that. Okay. Now this, if you divide with a, you will get this equation. This also can be written as x minus alpha and x minus beta and x minus gamma. Now if you multiply this, what you will get? Directly I'm writing that x minus. So finally you will get this relation. So if you multiply these three terms, you will get x cube minus of alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus alpha beta beta gamma gamma alpha x minus alpha beta gamma. This is nothing but S1. This is nothing but S2. This is nothing but S3. So finally, if you equate this is nothing but what? This you can consider it as P1. This you can consider it as P2. This is P3. Okay. Now equate these two. X cube, okay. Now P1 is equal to, final relation, P1 is equal to minus S1. That implies S1 is equal to minus P1. Okay. In the same way, S2 will be P2. S3 will be minus P3. Sorry, S3 will be, this is S1, S2, S3 is minus P3. So in this way you can relate the coefficients. Now we will generalize all these relations. We will generalize all these relations with nth degree polynomial, with nth degree polynomial equation. So friends, here S1 is minus P1, S2 is P2, S3 is minus P3. Then obviously S4 will be P4. Like that, if you can continue, we will get the relations. So by proceeding in this way, for an nth degree polynomial equation, you can write the relations. So this is nth degree polynomial equation, and these are the relations by using sum of the roots and product of the roots, that is S1, S2, S3, like that. Now comparing these two relations on both sides, you will get S1. Finally I'm writing S1 is equal to, sorry, S1 is equal to minus P1, S2 is equal to P2, S3 is equal to minus P3, S4 is equal to P4. By writing keep on like this, we can write Sn is equal to minus 1 whole power n into Pn. This is the final relation. Sn is equal to what? Minus 1 whole power n into Pn. Let us see one example. Write relations between roots and coefficients in the equation x power 4 minus 2x cube plus 4x square plus 6x minus 21 is equal to 0. Now let us compare the given equation with, comparing with x power n or x power 4, sorry, x power, general equation, x power 4 plus p1x plus p2x p1x cube plus p2x square plus p3x plus p4 is equal to 0. Okay, these are the coefficients. Now it is a cubic, it is a fourth degree equation by quadratic, which means what? You will have s1, s2, s3, s4, but what is the relation? S1 is minus p1, s1 is equal to minus p1. If you compare these two relations, what we will get here? P1 is equal to, what is P1 value? P1 is equal to minus 2, P2 is equal to 4, P3 is equal to 6, P4 is equal to minus 21. Now, so S1 is equal to minus P1. S1 means what? Alpha plus beta, that is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. 4 roots it will have. No? So that is, you may write it as simply sigma alpha, that is equal to minus P1 means what? P1 itself minus 2. Minus P1 means 2. That is S1. Sum of the roots is equal to 2. Next S2, that is pairwise taking sigma alpha beta, which is equal to S2 is equal to P2. S2 is equal to P2, that is 4. Next, S3 is equal to sigma alpha beta gamma, that S3 is nothing but again minus P3, alternate. First one is minus P1, next S2 is P2, S3 is minus P3, S4 is P4, S5 is minus P5. So in the same way, S1 is equal to minus 1 whole power n into Pn. So S3 is equal to minus P3. P3 value is how much? 6. So that is equal to minus 6. S4, that is alpha, beta, gamma, delta. That is nothing but last value, that is P4. P4 is minus 21. So minus 21, that is P4. So this is equal to P4, which is equal to minus 21. So just this is an example. In the next video, we will solve more problems based on relations. Thank you for watching this video. Please share and subscribe my channel, and please also press the bell icon to get more notifications. Thank you.